Hey y'all, hey, good morning, good morning. Let me check my chat because things have been acting funky. Happy Tuesday. Okay, looks like we are working. Good morning, happy Tuesday. This is Coffee with Friends. I'm gonna start y'all out with a reminder that today is going to be a good day.
One, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be.
Hey, Hillbilly, good morning.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey,
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
How? Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation.
Good food, good
move, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them.
I try to pick one
thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education.
I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Good morning, Val. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
I think there's a reason.
Where's this coming
Ups
from?
and downs, just like every different season, y'all. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
Oh, they won't rank them a car. Negative thoughts.
The poison they ride. Head full of flies, so here come the flies. Don't ever stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good in my head.
When I'm lost.
Hey, what?
So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
temptation.
I know
I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life
in my head like a narration.
Don't expect greatness.
Do my best,
Man, I take it.
Wake up.
Hey, come on in. This gonna be a quick show. I got a 10:30 meeting.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Well, wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Oh, okay, Hillbilly. That's terrible.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Yes, turn her over to the mom. I love it. Step four. Hey, yes, Hillbilly. Turn her over to the mom. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I have a 10:30 meeting, and so this is not going to be a long show, but it'll be long enough for me to get through the positive reads, bring up some of the current events that's happening. I'm just over here cracking up because, in the morning time, bad habit. I wake up, I start scrolling through my phone, right? And I see stuff. I mean, first of all, yesterday I was cracking up because when I saw the news articles that France wants the Statue of Liberty back. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, we know that the Statue of Liberty was gifted to us by France. They provided the statue. United States provided the pedestal or whatever. But the mere fact that France was like, since you don't want to represent liberty and justice for all, give us back our fucking statue. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh my God. If it wasn't U.S. government property, that would have been hilarious to see France try to come over here and get this damn statue. What will we put up in place of the Statue of Liberty? Because the Statue of Liberty stands for something, right? But the way this government is operating, it's almost against the Statue of Liberty. It's weird. We are in very weird times. And to see these other countries, listen, Africa is not playing either. First of all, South Africa said, now, what was I gonna say? South Africa said Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk is from South Africa right now. He has property there, everything. Now, based on the articles that I saw, good morning, Smokey. Based on the articles that I saw, they saying South Africa said, don't bring your ass back here, Elon Musk. You are not the fuck allowed. How you get kicked out your own country? A whole nother continent stepped in and said, we know you from here. You are from one of our countries, and you are not welcome back here. So when I scroll through social media and I see stuff like that, stuff like France wants the Statue of Liberty back, even though they're not going to get it. And then I scroll and I see that my girlfriend, Nakia, she posted this shit. It's unbelievable, y'all. Okay? It's unbelievable. Columbia University has revoked / suspended the degrees of students that was protesting for the genocide, against the genocides in Palestine. How the hell does a university revoke and suspend your degree? Because you are protesting against genocide. Protesting is not illegal, although Orange Man stands up and acts like we're not supposed to protest because it's illegal. That's bullshit. He only mad because they're protesting against Tesla and Elon Musk. So now all of a sudden, he's throwing around a narrative that protesting is illegal. Bullshit. Protesting is very legal. Okay? Okay? How does Columbia University fucking revoke and suspend people's degrees because they were protesting? That has got to be illegal. And see, my whole point is, if you're going to revoke and suspend these people's degrees, give them back all their money. Cancel all them fucking loans. How does that even happen? Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Cheryl. How does that even happen? Oh, yeah, Smokey, I knew about that. That was the original design that, yeah, that was the original design. But we know that that wasn't going to happen. I knew about that, Smokey, but thank you for sharing it with me. What if the U.S. kicked out citizens? What if they did? And I'm not going to, well, hillbilly, when Trump started his, massive deportation, a lot of U.S. citizens got swept up into that, got sent the fuck back to a country that they wasn't even a citizen of, or got held got held in these whatever detention centers or Fed buildings or whatever. And some of them were citizens. Okay, so citizens were harassed and impacted during this massive deportation. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying whether South Africa is right or not. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't want him either. That's it. I'm not saying whether it's right to do that, but I thought it was hilarious. Africa has also basically told Trump to go fuck themselves. Canada is basically go fuck yourself. Every country right now, our allies are giving us the double middle finger. I know, Valerie, they trying to punish the students, but that's illegal. You cannot revoke or suspend my degree because I'm legally protesting. Like, that's crazy to me. Trump created an agency in his first term that revoked citizenship. Nobody talks about it. I don't talk about it because I'm not very familiar with that policy. That shit went right over my head because I don't know how you revoke a citizenship, right? Now, I know you can revoke the green card standings, right? So if you have a green card, there was a time when your green card, they used to call them alien registration cards. I'm not lying. Now they're called permanent resident cards, right? There was a time that there was no expiration date on those cards. Then some years ago, many years ago, the law changed, and then they put a 10-year expiration date on your permanent resident card. And so, yes, they can revoke permanent residency, but how the fuck do you revoke a citizenship? Like, I don't understand how you even do that. Especially like, I mean, I don't know if you mean people that have dual citizenship, people that are from other countries, but for me, how do you revoke my citizenship? Because where the fuck am I going? Yes, you're right, Hillbilly. Every country is fighting. And my mouth is wide open over all the stuff that's going on, right? Then I kept scrolling and I saw a news article that said Target lost $1 billion since this DEI shit. I was like, ouch, Target. Now, I have not been in Target, but it's not that I purposely avoided Target. I just really don't shop there, right? Because it'd be too crowded. But I am tempted. I mean, I used to shop occasionally there, but I don't really have a real reason to go there. I can go to Walmart. I can go someplace else, right? But I'm tempted to drive. We have 2 Targets over here. I'm tempted to drive over and just see what the population of people are in Target right now. Okay. Just to be fucking nosy. Okay. Because now Kohl's made an announcement that under duress, they too have now dropped DEI. But see, Kohl's looks like they're on their way out anyway. Like they holding on by a thread. We also have a Kohl's over here and I barely go in there. And they look like they holding on by a thread. So they can't afford to take any penalizations from the government. So they caved in and they're removing their DEI as well. Okay. And I'm like, okay, so what? I don't really go there either. But I'm not saying this because I'm actively protesting these places because, if I started to protest all the places that was removing DEI, then I have to think about all the places that I patron that never had DEI in place in the first place. So I don't let my little head get caught up in that, right? And a lot of the shit that's going on in the world right now, I'm just trying to mind my black ass business. I know that sound crazy. I know, Val, because Kohl's is on their way out. Just like Forever 21 just filed another bankruptcy, they on their way out. A lot of these brick and mortar stores are on their way out. That's the reason why I believe the American Dream Mall right here in our county, right? Bergen County in New Jersey is one of the last counties that still holds on to the Sunday Blue Law. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up, but in Sunday Blue Law, all retail stores are closed. You can still get groceries and you can get liquor after 12 o'clock, but you can't go shopping. Now, the American Dream Mall said, fuck the government and fuck the law. Okay? Fuck the government, fuck the law. They said they opening their stores on Sunday. I was like, ooh. Like, how do you just decide you're going to have all your stores opened on Sunday in a county that practices Sunday Blue Law? People just not giving a fuck. And that's because a lot of these brick and mortar stores are losing money drastically because people are ordering online, Amazon, this, that, and the other thing, right? A lot of people are not going into these stores shopping. We got lazy over time thanks to the pandemic, you know? It's Walmart too, raw, nobody shopping. Listen, like I said, Smokey, I can't keep up with who has DEI and who don't have DEI because unbeknownst to us, first of all, DEI is 5 years old, right? We've been shopping at these places long before DEI came into play. And there are so many other places that never implemented DEI that we've been shopping at, okay? And so, I'm all for and I support the protest. I do. But I just can't keep up with what stores I need to go in and which ones I don't. Target, I love the fact. See, that one I know. So I'm like, Target is because of two reasons. One, because not only is Target being boycotted because of DEI, but Target also made an agreement to invest millions or some amount of money into Black businesses. When the DEI thing came to terms to remove it from their code of ethics or their company policies, not only did they remove the DEI, but they removed the original agreement that was in place before DEI that said they were going to invest a certain amount of money to support Black business. So that's why Black people are really angry at Target. It's not just DEI. It's the fact that Target has now backed down on their original agreements that was in place and agreed upon prior to DEI. But look it up. So Target, get your shit together. I just feel bad for poor Tabitha Brown, right? Because Tabitha Brown has her items in Target. And I really hope that, and she might already, I just have not looked it up. She might have her own retail site or whatever. But if she doesn't, hopefully she thinks about moving towards getting her own site because I'm sure her products and her financials are going to be impacted if people are not shopping at Target. All those corporations, all 20 that control everything you could buy. And times are really hard. People just don't have the money. People are holding on to their coins, baby. Holding on, trying to hold on. Like I be fighting to hold my coins and everything just keeps taking it. Everything is so expensive. I go to the grocery store and I want to cry. I do sometimes. I really want to cry because I used to buy. AG could tell you when I went to the grocery store, I would just load up my cart. I just buy the brands that I like. And AG would be taking his time, looking at the price, looking in the circle and seeing what's on sale. And his bill would always be way less than mine. Then when this economy started acting stupid and my money started getting funny, I start taking my time too and looking at the prices and putting shit back. And now I'm not pinned on the products that I used to buy. Now I've readjusted how I shop and I shop more cautiously because I got to hold on to my coins. It just flies right the fuck out my pocket. Right, Val? It just goes. Times are hard. I know, Val. I hope she implements that because a lot of people that sell their products in Target are going to be impacted by this. But we're all gonna take a beating from what's happening. But guess what? A lot of the shit that be going on when I go through TikTok and I scroll through IG and I scroll through Facebook, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but I see a lot of European people on there crying, snot nose crying that they got to give up their businesses, they lost their jobs, and I be like, oh, I'm minding my black ass business because Black people been crying, Black and brown people been crying for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay? Now that the Europeans are crying, I'm just like, oh, welcome. Welcome to the motherfucking party. Okay? Minding my black ass business now that y'all crying. Okay? People in Florida can't afford their insurance. It's hell. But I'm like, welcome to the party. Have a seat. Sit down. We've been crying for hundreds and hundreds of years. And I mean that with love. So I just be minding my black ass business a lot of times when these people be complaining. I'm like, shit, I can't even move because if I move out of my apartment, everything is way more and I'm already paying way more. Can't do shit right now. Walgreens and CVS is owned by the same corporation. Pepsi and Coke produce 95% of all beverages. 3 beer corporations on earth. So true. So true. And CVS and Walgreens are both struggling to hold on. Our last Walgreens finally closed down. Several of our CVSs in this area have closed down. We have one CVS left in my town. Is it one? No, two. We have 2 left in our town. And so people at some point, if these CVSs fall into a problem and they have to close, we're going to have to go back to the mom and pop pharmacies. You know, the little pharmacies, they're still out here, you know, and maybe it's not a bad thing to start supporting these mom and pop pharmacies because these are small businesses, right? So something to think about. A pint of ice cream is $5. We used to get half a gallon for $5. Child, thank God I don't be buying ice cream. I be craving ice cream, but then when I buy it, it just sits in my freezer and catches ice burn or whatever you call that. Freezer burn or whatever. I just be greedy with my eyes, but then I be greedy with my eyes, but then, you know, I don't really be eating it. Those farmers are hurting. I saw a video that the lady said none of the workers are showing up. Why would they? Why would they? Where are all the American people that said these foreigners are taking over their job? How many American people do you think have gone to apply to be farmers, to pick collard greens out the ground and peppers and shit like that, zucchini? How many Americans that complain that foreigners are coming over to this country, taking over their jobs? Why don't they the fuck show up to the farms, right? People are not showing up to work on these farms because they are afraid. They're afraid ICE gonna come get them. They're afraid their bosses are gonna turn them in. They don't know what the fuck. I saw a video on TikTok where this convenience store, you know, in the hood, these little corner stores, the bodegas, they're always owned by foreigners, right? This one particular store, I guess, was owned by a white man, a European man, or whatever. And he was calling ICE on the people shopping in his store. Not only was he calling ICE on the people that shopped in his store, okay, he was overcharging Black and brown people more money for the items that they were purchasing over the non-Black and brown people. How do I know? Because on the video, the police officer indicated this, and the police officer said, "We have the receipts here." And the man said, "No, maybe there was a mistake." He said, "No, it's tons of receipts that show consistently that you are overcharging Black and brown people in your store." Okay. And on top of that, you're calling ICE on them. And he said, because they're illegal. The cop said, "How do you know that? How do you know they're illegal?" He said, "Because look at them." How the fuck you can tell somebody does not have legal rights to be here based on how they look? So that man got arrested. He got arrested for fraud. Good for your ass. Minding my Black ass business. Arrested for fraud. And I was so happy that the detective was a Black man. Okay? Because the guy, as he was being arrested, he said, "All you specks and Black folks," or whatever the fuck he says, specks and wetbacks. I'm not saying it. That's what he said, the store owner. These people be racist right in your face. So I'm here to say, pay attention to the receipts that you get in the store. If you go to them little corner bodegas, make sure you are not being overcharged, okay? Cheese and milk is a scam. The government has millions of tons of cheese in storage. That's why milk is poured out. I think it was Coke that called all the world. Yes, they did. That's what they said. That's what they said. But Coke is trying to say they didn't do that. So I have to read the morning inspiration because I have a 10:30 meeting and it's 10:15. So let me just get this out, okay? I open my heart and mind to be aware. I have allowed what others believe about me to become what I believe about myself. Now, this is going to be something I want you to marinate on overnight. All right. Think about this message overnight and then come back tomorrow and let me know how this message impacted you. I have allowed what others believe about me to become what I believe about myself. If you tell yourself something long enough, you will believe it. If you fail to take the time to question why you do what you do, you can become convinced that you cannot do anything else. Other people will help you stay convinced. People are in the habit of telling other people who they are. They tell you who they expect you to be, who they need you to be, and who they want you to be. If you listen to people about who you are, you may realize you cannot be yourself because you have been somebody else for so long. And this is why I live my authentic self. Because being somebody for so long was an experience that I experienced. Okay? Adjusting myself, tweaking myself for other people, no more. Okay? How can you be yourself and still please your parents? How can you be yourself and meet the demands of the world around you? How much of what you do is what is expected of you? How can you figure out how much of you is them? Well, needless to say, it ain't easy, but there is a way. When you can be happy with yourself and what you do without feeling guilty about it, your parents will be pleased. When you negotiate the salary you believe you are worthy of having, you will be excited about going to work. When you can resist the tendency to control your children, you will be the parent that every child needs. When you are willing to accept yourself without believing that you have the right all the time, everybody will want to marry you. When you open your heart and allow people to see you exactly as you are, you will attract more friends than you will know what to do with. Amen. If, on the other hand, you are defending the reasons, holding on to the excuses, offering explanations why you are the way you are, you may never know the truth of your being. So true. Until today, you may not have been aware of your true identity. You may have accepted the expectations of others as the fabric of your being. Just for today, stand in your true identity without guilt, defenses, or apologies. Today, I'm devoted to finding out exactly who I am. Woo! When I read this message originally some years back, because I've been reading this for a while, that spoke to me, right? You know, I'll get with people and over time they'll be like, oh, you're too loud, or you curse too much, or you do this and you do that. And it started to make me feel self-conscious, right? So I try to talk a little lower, curse a little less. And then I realized that I was becoming someone other than, right? And the light went off and I decided that I was just going to be who I am authentically because it's about me being happy. It's about me stepping into myself, right? And people loving me for who I am authentically. So now when I'm around people or whatever, and they be like, oh my God, you curse too much. My friends, whatever the fuck, I be like, okay, that's what I do, right? People have a choice whether they want to be around you or not be around you. And that's okay. I respect that, right? But I am no longer toning myself down to accommodate somebody else. I'm not going to do it because I'm harmless. Okay? I'm bubbly, I'm spirit, I have spirituality, I'm bubbly, I cuss. Okay? And I'm loud at times. Okay? And some people will make sure they remind me of that. And I don't care how many times they remind me that I'm loud or they remind me that I cuss a lot. They can also remember they don't have to be around me. I'm okay with that. And this is how I know that the people in my life right now, they're in my life because they authentically love me. They have accepted who I am. And that's friends, that's parents, that's siblings, that's kids. Okay, because I know my son look at my videos and he be shaking his head, but you know what? He love his mama. Okay? And that includes significant other. Stop getting in relationships where people want you to change and be somebody other than who you are. And so that's a message for your ass. So y'all take that message and y'all let that marinate. And you come back and you tell me what you think. How does it impact your life? How other people feel about you or think about you? Okay? Is it more important for you to adjust and adapt with other people, or is it more important for you to be authentically who you are? Think about that. Now, yesterday I couldn't find my radio. We were talking about emergency radios. Like, if something really happens. This is one that I got. It ain't the name you said, Hillbilly, but this has SOS siren, flashlight, a reading lamp, multifunction emergency radio, and it has the ability to charge your devices, right? So here it is. It's small because, you can get a couple of these. Okay. This is it. So this is my little radio in case of an emergency. It even has a compass on it to show you which direction you're going. You have WB, you have AM and FM on here, and you have this flashlight. Here's the little antenna thing. Oh, and it has a solar thing on top as well. Your little solar panel, I guess. I don't know. But this is what it is. And in the back, these are your ports that you can charge your devices, okay? And so I was trying to turn the flashlight on, but listen. Oh, here it is. This is the flashlight, okay? It's very bright, okay? Okay? So if you want it, I got this off of Amazon just to have it in my house, and it comes with a little chargeable cable. All right, so listen, get you one or some. Good morning, Mother. So that is my emergency radio, WB, charging device, flashlight, has solar for charging, and it comes with a charge cable, okay? This is for emergency situations. So, I get little stuff here and there. Exactly, Hillbilly. Fuck them, you or me. So it is 10:23, and I know I rushed this show, but I had to, guys. I got up this morning. I worked out late. I had a cold, a chest cold. It was really my sinuses, but then the post-nasal drip traveled down, and it affected my voice, and it affected my energy level. So working out has been a challenge for me. But I did work out, but I worked out a little later than normal, okay? And now I have to rush off to a meeting. Walkie-talkies are not it. Limited range. CB is next up in line. Then the handheld, like BO Fang. Then a home-based ham radio is supreme. Oh my God. Walkie-talkies are not it. Okay, so no walkie-talkies. I don't have a walkie-talkie. Okay? I don't have a walkie-talkie. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go because I got a meeting. But always move with peace and love, and come back tomorrow. Remember, the message is, I have allowed what other people believe who I am to be who I am. Y'all know the message. I put it up in the thing, in the chat. Okay? Did I miss any comments? Cheese and milk is a scam. I read that. Do you and AG have walkie-talkies? Oh, no, we don't have. That's why you made the walkie-talkie comment. Okay. No, we don't have walkie-talkies, but I'm going to tell him to get one of these. Even though AG and I live around the corner from each other, we should get walkie-talkies. Even though they might not be useful for long periods of time. But it is good to be able to have some form of communication, because what happens if cell towers go down? How do we communicate? There's things to think about. But I'm gonna play my song, And I gotta leave y'all because, hey, Brandzilla, I gotta go. I got a meeting at 10:30. But thank you for joining, Brandzilla. I'm gonna play my song and then I'm gonna head on out because I got 5 minutes to get ready. All right, you know what I say. Even when you feel low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yep.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Popular Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Hump day. Be good. Move with peace and love. See you tomorrow. Hey.
It's a lot, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, over the highway. And in the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I've gone through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain.
Hey.
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients, believe.
Huh?
Better see with the negativity.
But I just slide right by that energy. What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Uh-huh.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yes.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still
And I don't. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out.